What's up, everybody? Cincinnati Man here. We about to get into it. As you saw in the title, I'm here to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. It's about 2.5 weeks away. I have some concerns about it. Hopefully, some questions that will be answered. The last time we saw the Guardians, they came back at the end of Endgame. That was what 2018, 19, and I'll take that back. We saw them in Thor: Love and Thunder, a muted version of themselves. They were very angry and hated Thor and wanted to get away from him as soon as possible. Their leader, Peter Quill, was the only one. Star-Lord, the only one that talked that much. And then Thor was like, "I gotta go," and he was like, "Yep, see you later, bye." And then it's like a year later, and now we're seeing them. And I rewatched the trailer, and Peter still looks like he's sad and he's a loser because he misses Gamora, who came back from a different timeline now. So they never built up that love they had from the original timeline. It's very. I would love to see if that was always planned or like how did they come up with that idea for Avengers to cross over like that with Guardians. This is a Rocket, Rocket the raccoon that talks. This is primarily his origin story. We finally get to find out how he became who he became. The same director, James Gunn, has directed the previous two. He was the original person that really made Marvel, the Galaxy, no pun intended, Guardians of the Galaxy, really pop off. Because you had Thor, and Captain Marvel, but it was really, when people think of the Galaxy, they think of James Gunn and his contributions with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because now that we don't have Thanos anymore, there's nothing really pushing that narrative forward. I mean, we had Skrulls in Spider-Man, but then that wasn't talked about. Then they're having Secret Invasion come. They're having all this stuff come now, but if you think about it, there's such a long gap in between series and movies. You had Eternals, but nobody I knew saw it, and not many people talk about it since then. So we're definitely missing inspiration. We're missing a push towards the future, and this is a ending chapter. They already said that. They already said that this is the last time you'll see this iteration of the team ever again. So this is the last time you're ever going to see Rocket, Groot, Drax, Mantis, Gamora, her sister. Oh, her name. What is her name? It escapes me. Come on, don't do this to me. Nebula. That's how we all gonna see them together. And James Gunn is leaving Marvel to go be with Batman and Superman and all them. So that's a completely different universe, everybody. It has nothing to do with Iron Man, Captain America, Black Panther. That's completely different stories. Just in case everybody's like, oh, they might collab, yeah, down the road, but James Gunn needs to really focus on that. What else? If they're going to give it closure, I don't think there's going to be a real happy ending. I think it's going to be a more like, okay, these characters died. We all learned how to move on through the tragedy of each one of these characters got together through tragedy, and they've learned to cope with the darkness of life. So if somebody passes away, maybe they'll find inspiration to carry on. I don't know how this is going to connect afterwards, because they always say everything's connected. They always say the first two. The first one was about Thanos. The second one was really about Peter's father, so that wasn't connected. But I don't know how it just feels sad. Like you know they're gonna kill some characters off because they are. Some of the cast and crew have even mentioned like, oh, if the director's not around, I don't want to be around. They also mentioned that one of the cast members mentioned like they're kind of tired of it, tired of playing the same character. So, okay, I mean, what are we gonna do with that, everybody? I hope it's a good movie. I watched the trailer. You know, they had this old rock song, since you've been gone. Not the new whatever, but they put the dramatic music behind it. Like, you know, you take a classic song, you put dramatic horns and stuff behind it, make it real serious. I was like, you didn't have to do that. You never needed to do that. You just play the music. But the questions I want answered. The guy that's in gold, Adam Warlock. I mean, the only reason I know that because I looked it up years ago. I hope he has a personality. He looks like he's just angry and he wants to fight them. I wish they would have gave us more background. I hope we get a good background on him instead of like, oh, he's been around and we found him and yep, he just works for me. We need more character development. I wish we knew more about the villain. The only thing we know about the villain is he likes to take things apart and put them back together to make them genetically, in his eyes, perfect. At this point, I don't want Peter and Gamora to end up together. It looks like they won't end up together. They had a joke like he might end up with her sister, which is dumb in itself. Peter really needs to go on a journey and just do his thing or die. Either one. Because he seemed like he's kind of held back and kind of dumb. And it's like he's been through so much. We don't need him to be stupid. We don't need him to be like kind of like a goofball anymore. You know, I could see them keeping alive Drax and Groot. Not Drax and Groot, sorry. Groot and Rocket. You know, to go on their own little separate journey. That'd be cool. For them. I wonder how many of them are going to die. I remember going into Endgame and just everybody was like, oh, man, how they going to get out of this? I'm like, nah, at least 2 of the 3 Avengers are dying. There's no way we're leaving out here without at least 2 Avengers dying. And I was right. It was Black Widow died and Iron Man. My prediction for this... I don't know who's going to die, but I say two of the members should die. 2 of them. Even Star-Lord, the guy that played Star-Lord, even came out and said, hey, if James Gunn hits me up, I'm going. He's like, I'll go and hang out. I'll go do the DC universe. It's like, okay. I bet he talked about that off screen. I bet they talked about that when they was making the movie. He's like, okay, I'm going to kill you in this movie. You going to die here. You going to live there. But that's cool. I mean, it is what it is. You know, but that's all I gotta say about it. I just had some thoughts about it, and we don't know. Like, it's just the same. The trailer's getting weird. Like, we don't know anything about the villain. Oh yeah, James Gunn also has the same trope. The first movie, they was in prison. The second movie, half his crew got imprisoned by a crew they were running. Now this third movie, they in prison again. I'm like, this ain't Guardians of the Galaxy. This is Guardians of the Prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not understanding this. I don't know how many times they gotta get locked up. I mean, come on now. They need to play the Akon song, Locked Up. I can't do his voice. I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. Also, I would like to ask anybody who watches this video, tell me what you think of this microphone. I got this microphone. It is a Blue Yeti. I had the Blue Yeti Neon, and I bought this yesterday, and I was listening to it, some playback on it, and I didn't hear much of a difference. Tell me what you think of this. I'm gonna do 2 more videos with this. After today, I got 13 days to get my money back. So, everyone take care. Thank you. Cincinnati Man. Peace. Oh, I love this shirt here. It's ridiculous.